Hey everybody, welcome back to the DaneBramageROCKS channel. Alright, time to add another video to the series I'm doing called Oh, I Remember.
Remember this song? Sure, I love this song. It was fantastic, maybe.
And I Remember is a series where I pick a song from a long time ago. So it might be a song that you know by a band that you don't know, or it might be a song by a band that you do know that you might never heard of. But basically, these are kind of like familiar songs that you probably hear in like movies or TV shows throughout the years. And they sound familiar, but the band may not be as big or they may not be around anymore. So this kind of just takes you back to some of those songs that are very popular that we don't hear much about anymore these days. So this is going to be kind of like, oh yeah, I remember that song, or I remember this band, or so forth and whatnot. So the song we're going to do today is called oh god, I just forgot about it. Plowed. The song is called Plowed by the band Sponge. This song came from the album Rotting Piñata from Sponge back in 1994, August 2nd, 1994 to be more specific. The band is still around, not the exact same lineup they had at the beginning, but they do have a ton of albums that follow this, but this is one of their most popular songs from what I believe. I think this was their first studio album released here. So without further ado, do you remember Sponge and do you remember the song Plowed? I remember. Let's do this.
Remember this song? Sure, I love this song. It was fantastic, maybe.
All right, so I actually try to dig for the music video for this from their YouTube channel, and it doesn't exist on the YouTube channel, so it must have been owned by somebody else. Do keep in mind, this song is 30 years old. All right, so the video is probably not going to be great. The audio is probably not going to be great. I don't even know whose YouTube channel this is, but it's the only official music video I can find from the song. I believe they have a live version on Sponge's official YouTube channel, but I wanted to watch the music video. So, Sponge, Plowed. Let's see if you remember the song. Remember? Does it sound familiar? So here's why I picked this one, is because I loved the guitar riff, and at the time, I mean I still do. You know me, I love those grungy, harsh voices that can still deliver a phenomenal smooth song, if that makes sense. And I loved his voice. I'll be honest, I don't remember his name. I did at the time, and I didn't look it up before, but during the wrap-up, I'll reintroduce who he is. I'm pretty sure, 99% sure, the rest of the band is still not together, at least the ones in this video, but he still has a band behind him. Anyway, but I love the riff, I love the voice, and I don't remember where I heard this again, where I wanted to bring this back out into my channel. So Sponge Plowed, you know, here it is. I think it's a phenomenal jam, and it still sounds good today, right? I love it. It's still a jam. You could not listen to the song and just not headbang and get into it right now.
Hang a lamp on the
Fun intro, couple catchy chorus lines, and an end. 3-minute song. Wow, that went really fast. Actually, I feel like I didn't really have a chance to really dig into that one much, but there's not much to dig into. This is that I Remember series. I just wanted to bring back a song that you might have heard of back in the day, just to kind of get those, you know, these gears going. Isn't that the phenomenal thing about music? When you hear a song, it brings you back to where you heard that song. It's kind of like a time travel moment, which I think is super, super fun and why I like to do this series. So, all right, stick around for a couple minutes. I will just quickly run through who Sponge is, was, and still kind of is. All right, let's do the wrap up. All right, everybody, that was a song Plowed by the band Sponge, who has been around for over 30 years, and they got quite the background. So they are actually still around, believe it or not. So if I were to bring you over here to their webpage, you can see this is their front page right here. They're on tour through, you know, starting through next year already. So they have, so in their bio, they actually have a pretty extensive bio. They got merchandise. They have been through a few different band members, and you can see here on the left as you're looking at the screen, these were the band members from back in the day. Let me zoom you in here just a little bit. So from 1992, you have Tim Cross, Vinnie, Jimmy Paluzzi, Mike Cross, and Joey Mazzola. And then today you have Tim Palatine, Kyle Neely, Vinnie, Andy Palatine, and Dave Cooglin, I think that says there. So, you know, Vinnie being the staple, the lead singer there to the band, and has a whole new lineup behind him there. But if you go to also now their media, they have a ton of songs and albums and releases here, there. And I think they have 9 studio albums produced, plus some compilations, some greatest hits. And they are, of course, part of, you know, that's what I call 90s alternative rock, Guitar Hero, stuff like that. Because that was a super fun guitar riff. So yeah, Sponge is still doing their thing and still around, just with a completely different band. But do you remember Sponge? Because I remember Sponge. Do you remember Plowed? Because I remember Plowed. Hopefully that song brought you back, dug up some memories from back in the past, when you might have first heard it or played it, or either things, you know, whether it be, you know, the tape deck inside your old car or whatever it could have been. But that was it. Sponge Plowed, part of the I Remember series. And if you like that song, do me a favor, leave me a comment. I kind of want to know, like, where you might have first heard that, or what you know about Sponge, or does that bring you back, or is there any recollection of Sponge at all in your life, whether you knew that was the name of the band, or whether you just knew that song because it sounded familiar, right? Again, a lot of these songs you might be familiar with, but you might not know who wrote it or who sang it or who the band was behind it. So there that was there. And if it's your first time on the channel, do me a favor, dig around. If you like what you see, I have a couple old songs that I've done. I'm starting the new I Remember series here. So I do a lot of new songs, but songs from around the world, all rock and, you know, metal based there. And if you like the channel, what I'm doing here, do me a huge favor, hit that subscribe button. I need everybody watching, please hit that like button and ring that little bell for notifications. Hey, there are multiple ways you can support this channel or follow me on any of the socials. So there's the support icons up here, there are some social icons on here. All these icons you see, the links are down below in the video description and the about me section of that page. So by all means, go check out any of those. Give me a like, give me a follow on any of those other platforms, or support the channel through any one of these icons that you see up here on any one of those platforms as well. All right, everybody, hope you enjoyed that video. I sure as heck did. Thank you so much for watching. And of course, and until next time, keep on rocking.